Hello, I am Ashley Larkin, Oakland Early College Head of School. Good afternoon and welcome to the Oakland Early College Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Please remain standing as one of our graduates, Isabel Turner, performs the national anthem. After the national anthem, you may take your seats and enjoy our first student address from Quentin Lewis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Isabel, for that wonderful rendition. Let's all give her another round of applause. Now, before I get to my actual speech, as the mayor of OEC, and you'll be hearing that a lot throughout my speech, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing some of our honored guests this afternoon. Please stand when I say your name. On the main stage, representing the Oakland Community College side of this amazing partnership, we have Robert Spann, Dean of Student Services for OCC Orchard Ridge Campus. Dr. Pamela Jackson, Chair of the OCC Board of Trustees. Thank you for your support of the early college program. Without you, we literally would not exist. On the main stage, representing the West Bloomfield School District side of the partnership, we have Ashley Larkin, OEC Head of School. Jennifer Newman, former OEC Head of School. Kyle Anderson, West Bloomfield School District Assistant Superintendent for Business and Operations. Eric Whitney, West Bloomfield School District Assistant Superintendent of Talent Development and Management. Dr. Gerald Hill, West Bloomfield School District Superintendent. And Stacy Brickman, West Bloomfield School District Board of Education President. I would also like to thank the West Bloomfield Board of Education members and OEC faculty, past and present, for being in attendance today. Would you please stand so we can applaud you? Thank you for believing in us, guiding us, and encouraging us. You all may be seated. Class of 2021, we are finally here. It's the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter as we embark on graduation today. After 4 years of hard work, determination, quizzes, tests, emails from Madalena at 2 a.m., and plenty of Starbucks drinks, we are finally at the end of our high school journey, but our journey through life is just beginning. Many of us are going to different places and taking different paths that will ultimately lead us into success that we strive for. We have to take that same energy we had through our time at OEC and OCC and put even more effort into getting where we want to be. The path of greatness is within our reach. We just have to work hard and fight for it. Life after this will not be easier. It will be challenging and trying. But if you remember those same feelings you felt at OEC, the people you have met that can help you, the connections you made, and the strength and determination you've had all along, you can accomplish anything. It has been a pleasure to serve you as mayor. As my term will end at 5 p.m., it has been an honor meeting all of you, helping you, being there with you throughout our OEC journey. I appreciate and love you all. And to everyone, the people here, my family, my friends, all of you, I would like to say thank you so much. It is my honor to now introduce our next student speaker, Jada Samuels.
Thank you, Quentin. So here we are, not in a car, thankfully, because I don't know about you, but I was not particularly looking forward to having a drive-by graduation. But who would have thought about 5 years ago that this is where we'd be right now, graduating 13th grade in the midst of a global pandemic? Certainly not me. But, that's what's so exciting about life. You never know what's around the corner. And although the unknown may be scary to some, it's all about how you see it. Fear and excitement come from the same bunch of nerves. The difference is how you decide to channel that energy. You see, you can choose your point of view. I used to lay in bed anxiously obsessing over what the future would bring, thinking of all the things that could possibly go wrong. But gradually, over time, my mother's mantra rang louder and louder in my head. You can have fear or you can have faith, but you can't have both. I've come to realize my perspective is my choice. I can choose to stress over all the what ifs, or I can choose to have faith, and that whatever I'm going through is happening the way it's supposed to be, the way that it's meant to be. How you feel is directly connected to your viewpoint. When you change your perspective, you have the power to change the way you feel. This requires us to be intentional with our thoughts and feelings, intentional to slow down and notice how we feel. Although we're driven by our emotions, many of us aren't even aware of them at any given moment. We're moving too fast, piling on too much, and aren't taking the time to be still long enough to check in to see how we feel. It's important to recognize how your point of view is impacting your feelings, and if your perspective is helping you or hurting you. Then, redirect your thoughts towards what you do want instead of festering over what you don't. Or focus on what you're grateful for instead of grumbling over what you're unhappy about. This practice, over time, will train your brain to choose a point of view that works for you instead of against you. Life is ever-changing, and these changes are going to stretch, twist, and turn us in all sorts of directions. Now, you can choose to resist change, or you can choose to embrace it. But the sooner you embrace it, the easier and more fulfilling life will be. Recognizing each new venture as a learning opportunity that will bring us closer to reaching our purpose will allow us to appreciate and make the best out of life's changes. As my dad always preaches, change is the only constant in life. So why waste time and energy resisting something that's bound to happen anyway? Sometimes things go as we planned, and other times the universe has something else in store for us. Life isn't happening to us, but we often think it is. Life is just happening and we're just in it. This we have no control over. But how we react to it is our choice. Life is 10% of what happens and 90% of how you react. Our reaction is determined by our mindset, a point of view we can choose. So the next time a pandemic brings your plans to a screeching halt, instead of dwelling on things not going your way, try to shift your thinking. And remember, the universe has one of three responses to every situation. Yes to what it is you desire, yes but not yet, or no, there is something better in store for you. Congratulations, class of 2021. I wish you a future filled with opportunities, growth, and happiness, and it is my pleasure to turn it back over to Mrs. Larkin. Thank you.
Thank you, Quentin and Jada. What a wonderful way to begin our program. It's now time for our distinguished guests to address the crowd. Up first, Dr. Pamela Jackson, Chair of the Oakland Community College Board of Trustees. She is a passionate supporter of Oakland Early College, and we are thrilled she was able to join us here today.
It's a good thing they have rocks up here to hold the pages down, so if you guys get hit by them, I'm sorry. Do this. Well, good afternoon, and at least it's not raining or snowing. But it's my pleasure to be here with you today, and as Ashley said, my name is Dr. Pamela Jackson, and I serve as chair of the Oakland Community College Board of Trustees. And as I told a group of people earlier today, my very first teaching assignment back in 1977 was right here at West Bloomfield High School teaching math. And boy, has this come a long way. It's absolutely fabulous. It's a great job, you guys. But also with me this afternoon from Oakland Community College is Robert Spann, Dean of Student Services for the Orchard Ridge campus. One of the college's primary strengths is found in our employees. The faculty, support staff, and administration have worked hard to help you to get here this afternoon. Did you know that 2021 marks 13 years of partnership between OCC and the West Bloomfield School District? If you are here on stage or in the audience representing Oakland Community College, please stand. Oh no, give them a round of applause. There's a few of us here. I just thought we might have some people up in there, but I couldn't see anybody standing, sorry. Greetings, class of 2021, and welcome, family and friends. This is a special celebration. It is first and foremost a high school graduation unlike any I have ever seen before. This is a celebration of all you have accomplished while simultaneously, courageously attending college during a pandemic. Unheard of. You have so many options starting today. You may immediately enter the workforce, continue your coursework at OCC, and we would love you to, or transfer to a four-year college. Not every graduate can make such a claim. Please stand if you are one of the students who will receive an associate degree or certificate on June 12th at our virtual commencement ceremony. Woohoo! Woo, great job. I take it that's everybody in green. Okay, good color. And then I hope to see you at the card parade next week on the 12th at the Orchard Ridge campus. Families and friends of OEC and the graduates, These fine students have dispelled the myth of college as an unattainable, foreboding place, and they've done so with focus, tenacity, and resilience. They are absolute proof that Oakland Early College works. But don't forget, those of us up here on the stage, we didn't do the work. It was you, the OEC students. You did the work. Congratulations, class of 2021. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the Chancellor, and the entire OCC community, we wish you well. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gerald Hill, Superintendent of West Bloomfield Schools. Watch out for the stones.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson. It is certainly my honor to share the stage with the faculty and administration from Oakland Community College. West Bloomfield is privileged to partner with your organization. Let's give OCC another round of applause, please. What an exciting afternoon. We have approximately 42, I've been counting, graduates that filling the stadium with your full support of family, friends, and educators. We would especially like to acknowledge our veterans who are in the stands. If you are celebrating with us tonight and you are a veteran, would you please stand so we may recognize you? Veterans, please stand. Thank you for your service. Joining us this afternoon from the West Bloomfield side of the partnership are the West Bloomfield Board of Education members as follows. And please stand when I call your name. President Stacy Brickman, Treasurer Ken Ferguson, Secretary Dr. Nelson Hirsch, Trustees Carol Finkelstein, Christy Forehand, and we had 2 members unable to make it. Actually, one I think ran out of gas on the way here. But we have both Deborah Evans and Julie Beatty unable to be here. Let's give our board members a round of applause, please. Also with us this afternoon, we have 2 assistant superintendents, Mr. Eric Whitney, please stand, and Mr. Kyle Anderson, please stand. Thank you. So graduates, congratulations on having achieved this milestone. It represents a tremendous amount of hard work and dedication, particularly in the circumstances that you've overcome over the past 15 months. You can be proud of your accomplishments as well as your resilience. Today also represents the beginning of new and promising challenges as you embark on a continuing journey, whether that is going to a 4-year college or university, staying at OCC, going to a technical school, or the military, or the workforce. As you begin life after OEC, remember all you've learned and experienced here. Challenge yourselves to seek opportunities to continue learning, growing, and contributing to society. As you do, please heed the words of one of America's most prominent First Ladies, Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "The future belongs to those who believe in their dreams." I encourage you to not only dream big, but to dream well and to follow your inspirations. Congratulations. It is my pleasure now to turn it over to 2 of your fellow classmates, Morgan Leake and Daniel Williams.
Thank you, Dr. Jackson and Dr. Hill, for your words and support throughout our time at OEC. Warning, this is not your we did it speech, which is true. We have made it to a monumental accomplishment, but what's next? I think more than ever, the reality is that it is really up to you. You're the one paying for it, you're the one who has to show up, and you're going to be the one who's going to be held accountable. But this shouldn't be scary. Instead, it should be liberating. I am sure we have all heard that, but Morgan and I are more interested in what they don't tell you. So here are our 6 truths.
Number 1, I want you to consider the aspect of time. James Baldwin stated, "You always tell me it takes time. It's taken my father's time, my mother's time, my uncle's time, my brother's time, and my sister's time. How much time do you want for your progress?" Classmates and families, I understand baby steps are stepping stones, but there comes a day where a baby will switch from crawling to walking to running. Do not ever stall your progress to coddle your comfort. Progression will never come if you keep excusing its arrival with tomorrow.
Number 2, skill. To be the jack of all trades is to be mediocre at everything. But being an expert at a few things is more valuable. Meaning, you should explore and try things, but not everything has to be your thing.
Number 3 is lifestyle. No matter if you go to trade school, university, the army, or your parents' basement, opinions will follow you. Unsolicited advice will knock at your eardrum, and second thoughts will try to nestle in your gut. There will be naysayers and naggers, but the best way to combat this is to reject the criticism of people you'd never take advice from.
Number 4 is purpose. Accept all possibilities because chances are they won't go exactly to plan. This reality showcases that sometimes the journey is more important than the results. For example, last year I trained tremendously hard for track and got a lot healthier, but it was canceled. Sure, it's kind of disappointing or really disappointing, but I got a new passion, so that's more valuable.
Number 5 is reason. Your hustle means absolutely nothing if you don't have enough time to eat, sleep, or enjoy the life you hustled for.
Okay, Number 6 is intent. Not everything you experience will have some grandiose meaning. People say things good and bad, things will happen good and bad, and at times you'll be looking for a sign. But I caution you, take everything with a grain of salt. Ask yourself these following questions. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? In other words, think. If that experience does not remotely check one of these boxes, let it go. In most cases, you are the only one who is still holding on to everything.
At the end of the ceremony, we will all turn down Orchard Lake Road and go our separate ways. But Daniel and I hope that our simple truths and realities will follow you. Yes, we all did it, but there's so much more to accomplish. Brainstorm this minute and execute your idea in the next. And when you present, be solid in your character. Once again, quoting James Baldwin, you have to decide who you are and force the world to deal with you, not with its idea of you. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. We are now going to turn it over to our head of school, Ms. Larkin, who will begin the commencement address.
Thank you, Daniel and Morgan, for your inspiring words. What a difference a year makes. We are here in person celebrating you, our amazing graduates. Take a moment to look around and take it all in. I am so excited and grateful to be standing before all of you today as part of the Oakland Early College team. Before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge and appreciate each of the past and current OEC staff members. These individuals have provided unwavering support for our students. They have walked beside them as they navigated the challenges and cheered with them during each of the celebrations. Please show your appreciation as I announce each of their names. Carly Bellairs. Kyle Heffelbauer. Denise Kelly. Lisa Madalena. Jill Rosenthal. David Snyder. Stephen Toy. Rebecca Wieland. And unable to join us today, Lindsay Krauser, Shirley Graham, and Thomas Davis. Thank you. You may be seated. Standing before graduates, families, and distinguished guests at a commencement ceremony is a new experience for me. You see, in my previous role, I was always behind the scenes. In fact, I was never able to wear this amazing regalia. As I started planning for graduation with the OEC team, the one piece that continually stalled my progress was this speech. After a few weeks of reflection, it dawned on me. The speech needs to reflect your entire journey at OEC, as well as the road ahead. What I've learned about OEC in my short time here is that it's a community like no other. It's a place with kind, caring, compassionate individuals that seek to make the world a better place. While we have been able to connect over the past 5 months, I have never experienced a live town hall with you, community time event, or even had the opportunity to see your entire face until I saw some of your faces today, which are lovely, by the way. While I've had the pleasure of connecting with you over the course of the past 5 months, that doesn't compare to the person who's known you since your very first family meeting. Luckily, I was able to phone a friend who I know will give the graduation speech that is meaningful, personal, and will reflect your journey at OEC as well as the road ahead. Class of 2021, and she's tearing up and I'm going to start too. It is my absolute pleasure to turn the microphone over to one of my mentors and to your school mom, Mrs. Jennifer Newman.
So a little secret, when you get emotional, you use water to pause. So just a moment. It is so great to be here. And I get to see your faces, which I've memorized, so it's so nice to see you again. Because I've missed you. And I'm so glad we're in person. I'm so thankful to West Bloomfield High School for allowing us to be on their field. We have people from the high school working way to the booth everywhere, handing out programs. So we're very grateful to them, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And thank you for allowing me to celebrate with you, because this will probably be my last graduation speech. So graduation speeches are tricky things. The goal of the speaker is to celebrate, inspire, and launch you into the next phase of your life with hope and vigor. Our student and faculty speakers have done an amazing job imparting ideas that will help you transition into your next phase. I, too, hope to add to your well of wisdom, giving you an image, action, or phrase that you can dip into when you feel the need for some knowledge nectar. Now, speakers have to make a decision about who their audience is, the masses or just the graduates. So no offense, family or friends, but I choose them. You're welcome to listen in, though. and hopefully reinforce these concepts when you get home. Go team. But first, you have been sitting for a very long time, so I would like you to stand up, wave to your family and friends, and do what? Cross midline. Yes. Please do that now. Stand, wave, cross midline. Audience, you can join us. All right. Now take a seat and lean in. Even if your brain has gone somewhere else, lean in so you can trick it into paying attention. I begin with a poem, The Little Blue Engine by Shel Silverstein. The little blue engine looked up at the hill. His light was weak, his whistle was shrill. He was tired and small, and the hill was tall, and his face blushed red as he softly said, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. So he started up with a chug and a strain, and he puffed and he pulled with might and main, and slowly he climbed, a foot at a time, and his engine coughed, and he whispered soft, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. With a squeak and a creak and a toot and a sigh, with an extra hope and an extra try, he would not stop. Now he neared the top, and strong and proud he cried out loud, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. He was almost there when crash, smash, bash, he slid down and mashed into engine hash. On the rocks below, which goes to show, if the track is tough and the hill is rough, thinking you can just ain't enough. So thank you. You see, you guys are grown-ups now, so no more nursery rhymes for you. Your life is about to become one big reality check. When you were children, you were told that you could be anything you want to be. While we told you this with all sincerity, what we didn't necessarily convey is that you will have to work like mad to get there. In other words, thinking you can is not enough. You must act with bold intention. Now, I don't know about you, but this year, more than any other, I have found myself sometimes sliding backwards or crashing at the bottom of the hill, stunned and hurting. The terrain has been tricky during the pandemic. I know that some of you have experienced great hardships and loss during this time, and I am truly sorry for your pain and grief. And actually, let's take a moment and silently remember all of the loved ones we've lost this year. Thank you. More than once in your life, you will find yourself trying to climb a steep hill, trying to navigate tricky terrain. Sometimes you'll make it up and over the top, and sometimes you will slide back down, rest, and prepare for another attempt. In that moment, I want you to close your eyes, remember today, and breathe. Go ahead, do it right now. Take a nice, deep breath. Breathing is so good for the body. So in an effort to inspire, here is my launch. I am going to suggest a way through difficult times, so you spend less time at the bottom of the hill banged and bruised. All you have to remember to do is breathe. I'll come back to our story of the Little Blue Engine in a moment. First, let me give you some background knowledge and let you into my brain, which can be a scary place to be. Since I retired, I've spent the last 5 months learning a whole new world. After retiring from OEC, I joined the healthcare world. I became an instructional designer for graduate medical education at a teaching hospital. I work with physicians and their trainees, helping them become better communicators, better educators, better leaders, better change agents. Simply put, my job is to help our healthcare professionals continue to improve their craft and the system in which they work. It is fun, fulfilling, and exciting work. The medical community is interesting. I'm still learning all about the world, but one of my favorite discoveries is something that medical professionals do when they want to make a change to the system, usually with the goal of improving patient and or worker care. This quality improvement process is called a PDSA cycle, standing for Plan, Do, Study, and Act. This mini action research project is designed to gather data towards a goal of implementing change, improving the system, or developing a new design for a process or service, and or to establish a root cause of a system error to make a change resulting in improved patient safety or quality. Okay, I know you're hot, but focus in. I am now attempting to tie everything back to the little blue engine. So again, lean in, please. When these amazing healthcare professionals are climbing a seemingly impossible hill of creating systemic change in the medical world, they don't simply say, I think I can. They act with bold intention. They plan, do, study, and act. In other words, they breathe. Please spell that word with me, because that also tricks you back into paying attention. Breathe. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. This acronym embodies the tenets of the PDSA cycle. So ready? This is the lesson I want to implant into your brain. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. Breathe. B-R, be ready. E-A, engage in action. T-H, think holistically. And E, execute. Be ready. Create a plan. This plan should be as detailed as possible. Engage in action. Do the plan. Be careful not to spend too much time in the planning phase. Sometimes you have to build the plane while flying, but get going. Always act with a plan with bold intention. TH, think holistically. Study and collect data. It doesn't have to be formal data collection. Just keep engaging in action and collecting and analyzing the results of your effort. Ask yourself, how is it going? What evidence do I have to support that feeling? Look far and wide, and when it comes to impact, make sure you check your privilege blind spots. Whether those are racial, gender, religious, primary language spoken, education, there are so many privileges that go unnoticed by majoritized groups. I obviously am not perfect at this, but I am trying. Your generation is much better at looking at the world through a Jedi lens, diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice, than the people that have come before you. And finally, execute. Continue with the plan or trash it and make a new one. So BR, be ready. EA, engage in action. TH, think holistically. And E, execute. So the takeaway is to take time and do what? Breathe. Plan, do, study, act. So let's get back to our story. Perhaps had the little blue engine looked at the terrain and planned ahead, acted on the plan, studied and paid attention to how the plan was working, collecting, studying the data, and considering how this plan would affect everyone on the train, and then decided to either continue on or scrap the plan and draft a new one. If the little blue engine had taken a moment to breathe, perhaps the outcome would have been different. If the pandemic has taught us anything, it is that out of nowhere, you may encounter a steep, almost insurmountable hill, or a time when the track is too tough to navigate. When the world goes crazy and you have to move forward, you can attack the situation with bold intention and you can breathe. So please do it with me one more time. Close your eyes. Focus on something difficult in your current life and take a nice, deep breath. Breathe. I am so proud of you because I know that you will be able to tackle anything that comes your way. You are simply amazing. And it's been my absolute pleasure serving as your head of school. I'm so grateful that I was invited back to spend this glorious afternoon with you. I love you very much. Go team. Now we get to move to the part of the ceremony that you have been waiting for. It is time to take your last walk as OEC students. Graduates, are you ready? Here we go. Will our distinguished guests on the main stage please join me for the presentation of diplomas? You're going to stand in front of your chairs. Board of Education and OEC faculty, please stand and loop around. And Miss Bellairs, come join us at the podium. Oh. Okay. All right, Miss Kelly, are we ready? Already lost my water bottle. Ready? All right. Don't forget to pause for picture. Okay, Muhammad Abubars. Muhammad will be attending the University of Michigan Dearborn and majoring in finance. A positive experience for Muhammad while at OEC was the 5K. Hajar Al-Abadi. Hajar will be attending Wayne State University to pursue her bachelor's degree in science with a major in psychology. A positive memory for Hajar while at OEC was going to the apple orchard. Desharia Estancia Balford. Desharia will be attending Oakland University and majoring in nursing. A positive memory for Desharia while she was at OEC was going to Bonaventure. It's just our last field trip. Kendall Victoria Barnes. Kendall will be attending Lawrence Technical University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering. A positive memory for Kendall while she was at OEC was going skating with the school. Michael Bland. Michael plans to attend either University of Detroit Mercy or Lawrence Technical University to study architecture. Some positive memories for Michael while at OEC are every moment, especially with his group of friends. He will never forget every year that he participated in the Halloween contest. And one, Nicole Baliga. Nicole will be attending a joint nursing program with Henry Ford Community College and Eastern Michigan University. A positive memory for Nicole while she was at OEC was lunch with the gang. Briagene Antoinelle Chardet, Bernie. Briagene will attend Texas Southern University to study business. She would like to work for a company in marketing and eventually own her own business. A positive memory for Briagene while at OEC is having lunch in the J Building with all of her friends. Courtney Kreider. Courtney will attend Vancouver Film School for their Animation Concept Art Diploma program. She plans on working freelance illustrating children's books. A positive memory for Courtney while she was at OEC was going to the apple orchard. Zachary James Earl Crutchfield. Zachary plans to work for a year and then transfer to Wayne State University. A positive memory for Zachary while at OEC was getting to know his peers. All right. Jaylene DeLeon. Jaylene will attend Pensacola Christian College to study biochemistry to be a laboratory technician. A positive memory for Jaylene while at OEC was being the Spanish club president and growing as a person and a leader through the experience. Elijah Devine. Elijah will attend University of Michigan Dearborn to study business. A positive memory for Elijah while at OEC was meeting new people and making friends. Miriam El Malaha. Miriam will attend University of Detroit Mercy to study dentistry.
A positive memory for Miriam while at OEC was all of the field trips. Keandra Finley. Keandra will attend Eastern Michigan University to study psychology. A positive memory for Keandra while at OEC was going on the field trips. Colby Goodwin. Colby will be attending Lawrence Technological University to pursue her bachelor's degree in engineering. While at OEC, Colby enjoyed field trips like Cedar Point and being able to spend time with her friends. Gabrielle Groisman. Gabrielle will be attending the Direct 5-Year Physician Assistant Program at University of Detroit Mercy. While attending OEC, Gabrielle enjoyed the Multicultural Club and all of the fun they had getting a better understanding of each other's background. Maxwell Jonathan Grossman. Maxwell will attend University of Detroit Mercy for their 5-year PA program. During Maxwell's time at OEC, he loved spending time with his friends, whether it was at lunch, field trips, or at school. Marwa Hussein. Marwa will be attending Wayne State University to study biology. While at OEC, Marwa enjoyed her trip to Cedar Point. Sana Ishaksi. Sana will be attending Wayne State University to major in public health and minor in English. She plans to attend Wayne State for PA school as well. While at OEC, Sana has enjoyed being involved with the school through SUGO, NHS, MSA, and book club, and will miss planning events and putting projects together. Carolina Ishikura. Carolina will be moving to Japan to continue her studies there and plans to study linguistics and film. While at OEC, Carolina enjoyed learning more and being around the staff at OEC. Iqbal Karkukli. Iqbal will attend Oakland University. While at OEC, a positive memory for Iqbal was anything related to her friends. Danielle Khan. Danielle will attend Wayne State University, majoring in kinesiology, and hopes to apply to dental school in the next 2.5 years. While at OEC, Danielle enjoyed going on the field trips. Uzair Khan. Uzair plans on getting a head start on his career as a real estate agent. While at OEC, Uzair enjoyed going to the apple orchard and volunteering at Forgotten Harvest. Anthony Kostenko. Anthony will be attending Oakland University. A positive memory for Anthony while he was at OEC was Mr. Snyder's focus class. Morgan Elise Malik. Morgan will attend Alma College to study nursing. While at OEC, a positive memory for Morgan was the snowball fight in front of the H building. Quentin Lewis. Quentin will be attending University of Michigan Dearborn, majoring in political science. While at OEC, Quentin most enjoyed being the OEC mayor and meeting new people. Dallas Robin Martin. Dallas will be attending Wayne State University, majoring in public health with a minor in criminal justice, pursuing pre-med. While at OEC, Dallas most enjoyed community times in the Smith Theater and feeling like one big happy family with the OEC community. Zaina Mohammed. Zaina will be attending the American University in Cairo, studying psychology. Zaina's favorite memory while at OEC was going to the Tree Runner Adventure Park. Real quick water break. Noor Mustafa. Noor will be attending Oakland University to study nursing. Noor's favorite memory while at OEC is meeting new people. Kyle Nagy. Kyle will be pursuing his associate's degree in HVAC at OCC. While at OEC, a positive memory for Kyle was playing hay bale tag at the apple orchard. Abigail Jane Rabine. Abigail will be taking a gap year to learn ceramics and will then go to Concordia University to study social work and psychology. Abigail's most positive memory while at OEC is meeting Jaylene. Irene Risk. Irene will be attending Oakland University and will major in business and get her bachelor's degree in business administration. While at OEC, Irene enjoyed every moment spent with her friends and the community time events. Megan Salon. Megan will be attending Wayne State University to earn her bachelor's degree in business administration. A positive memory for Megan while she was at OEC was going on the Spanish field trips with Hodger. Jada Samuels. Jada will be attending Oakland University's Honor College, double majoring in public relations and strategic communications and psychology, while majoring in entrepreneurship. While at OEC, Jada loved connecting with her peers through student government, National Honor Society, My Manners Club, and community time events. Jack Harry Seltzer. Jack will be attending Ohio State University to earn a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering. While at OEC, a positive memory for Jack was enjoying time with friends at Irwin's Apple Orchard. Morgan Southward. Morgan will be attending Oakland University, where she will major in environmental health and safety. A positive memory for Morgan while she was at OEC was making friends of all grades and having a safe group of friends everywhere she went. Melanie Sylvia Stoyan. Melanie will either attend Appalachian State University or Caldwell Community College in North Carolina to pursue either teaching or sonography. While at OEC, a positive memory for Melanie was getting to experience and enjoy her first year at OEC with her cousin Andrew, her sister Stephanie, and their friend Madeline. Marcus DePandy Sevilla. Marcus plans on taking a gap year and working and then attending Oakland University. A positive memory for Marcus was at OEC is the community in the school. Isabel Turner. Isabel will stay at OCC for their diagnostic medical sonography program. While at OEC, a positive memory for Isabel was participating and volunteering in the OCC 5K. Luke Weller. Luke will be attending College for Creative Studies in Detroit to study animation. A positive memory for Luke while he was at OEC was when he went to Zap Zone and played laser tag with a group of students and Mr. Snyder and got second place. Mia Weller. Mia will be attending the College for Creative Studies to study illustration. While at OEC, a positive memory for Mia was when we did the World Cup and got to know the teachers and students. She liked rooting for her team and competing in games. Daniel Williams. Daniel will be attending University of Michigan Ann Arbor to study art history and classical archaeology with a minor in political science, concentrating in social justice. While at OEC, a positive memory for Daniel is starting Green Club and spending time with friends in class. Before we get to CC, this is the year of the pivot. So things seem to go wrong a little bit every single year, and seems like we are short one diploma cover. So the great news is there are a whole stack back at our school in the H building at Orchard Ridge campus. So that is the downside of being here. But yes, Sana, if she could borrow yours for a picture, that would be lovely. And Cece, we will get one to you as soon as possible.
Perhaps a bird stole it.
Yes.
That would be good.
Yeah. All right, Cecilia Zalewski. Cecilia will attend Michigan Technological University and major in mechanical engineering. While at OEC, a positive memory for Cecilia was getting to know her classmates. And I'm so sorry, Cecilia, for that mistake. We'll get that corrected. And that is our class of 2021. Of course.
Thank you, Mrs. Bellairs, for reading all of the names of our wonderful graduates. What a long walk you've had to take to make those last couple of steps. Graduates, please rise, turn to your families, and hold those diplomas high above your heads. You are an amazing group. You chose to walk a different educational path. The world will be a better place because of you. You will do remarkable things. Your legacy is just beginning. Please take your seats and welcome our final student speaker to the podium, Sana Isakse.
All right, thank you. Should I grab the rock? Yes. We should grab the rock, yes. Yeah, no problem. Dear 2021 graduates, we really are here today looking all fabulous with our caps and gowns. And I know that sounds pretty crazy. I mean, even with the extra year of high school, time still seems hazy. Like, did we really just complete 5 years of high school? And yes, I mean 5 years of high school. Try explaining that to anyone who asks you, so what school did you go to and what grade are you in? Do I really go through the whole elevator pitch I've mastered to explain that? No, I was not held back, but I am. Do enroll to OCC to take college classes at high school, and while I stay an extra year at high school, I end up 1 year ahead at university because all the college credits I've taken. Do I say that? And honestly, how could such an easy question turn into an elevator pitch I can say in 5 seconds flat? Anyway, let me take you on a trip down memory lane. You're waiting to go up to your OEC interview, just finished handwriting your answers to the question Mrs. Kelly gave you. You try to sound as eloquent and smart as you can to give yourself the best chance to get through, but then realize OEC wants you to be you at their institute. How do you know this? Well, you're asked where the magic portal could take you if you could go anywhere in the world, fictional or not. You're asked to come up with 10 things you can do with a paperclip that you're sitting on top. And you're also asked what pizza topping you like a lot. Basically, Mrs. Newman wanted you to feel comfortable in your own skin because the skin of OEC is made up of many compositions. Take a look around you and see. You have black, brown, and white, and every shade in between. You have Muslim, Jewish, and Christian, and many more beliefs. The diversity at OEC, it's overwhelming, but overwhelming in the most beautiful manner one can achieve. You see, we wanted to be students at a school not many knew of, hidden in the maze of OCC, down in Building B, and just like its location was one that was hard to find, really, really hard to find, by the way, we realized that it is a school that is definitely one of a kind. Why? Because rather than just be students, we became members of a family without any intruders. Seniors and super seniors welcomed us with open hands. Teachers and staff embraced us with big smiles, happy to have their OEC family expand. Mrs. Newman standing out front, welcoming us in every morning with a bright, "Hello." Mr. Heffelbauer asking each and every one of us any questions or comments you would like me to know. Mrs. Whelan making sure we all had a voice no matter the beliefs and backgrounds we uphold. Mrs. Krauser letting us off the hook while saying, "No, you can't," but we all knew what she meant. Mrs. Madalena, the school mom, answering our emails at 1, 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. Who keeps count anymore? Mrs. Rosenthal teaching us the skills we need in life from being in focus class to Stugo. Mrs. Kelly always to be found in her office, ready to answer our questions and help us to our content. Mrs. Belair is ready to guide us in the right direction or lend her ear when we needed to vent. And just like the OEC staff was happy to welcome us back in 10th grade, the students are optimistic about all the changes that have been made, like our new head of school, Mrs. Larkin, after Mrs. Newman left, Mrs. Graham, and Mr. Toy, who actually said I was the first OEC student he ever met. And can you believe he actually remembered my name after that one chat? And can you also tell I take pride in all that? Thank you, Mr. Toy. But just as crucial as all the teachers and staff were to our experience throughout high school, my peers, who quickly became close friends, were definitely instrumental too. So, to all my friends who will be embarking their new journeys to their respective schools, careers, and even different countries, Carolina, didn't say that. I wish you all the very best in your endeavors, and will give you one little piece of advice you can maybe recall whenever you may feel a bit lost and in search for guidance. In Tom Bowdit's words, you only need 3 things to truly be happy in this world: something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. Without one or the other, you may find yourself running into some issues. So, always have something to do. You've worked towards finishing high school, maybe even earning your associate's degree. But what's after college? After working in your dream career, retiring from work after many years? Always have someone to love, because you may be very busy, have lots of work, make lots of money, but going through motions of life without love from family, community, or without loving God or somebody will slowly drain life's meaning, leaving you melancholy. And lastly, always have something to look forward to. You've worked towards accomplishing that one goal you've always dreamed of, saved up and bought that car you wanted, become CEO of your company. So, what's next? Before using the skills Mrs. Wieland and Mrs. Krauser equipped us with to further annotate this, I'll take a moment to thank you all for the beautiful experiences I will forever reminisce, and wish you all bright futures and only success. Dear class of 2021, we made it! A year late, but it'll eventually make us a year ahead.
Thank you, Sana. You were simply amazing. Please give another round of applause for all of our speakers and performers tonight. Well done. Okay, class of 2021, it's time to make it official. Dr. Hill and Mrs. Newman, please join me at the podium for the conferral of degrees.
This part gives me chills every year. Thank you, Ashley, for allowing me to share this moment with you. This is the moment when it becomes official. Will the candidates for graduation please rise?
As head of school and on behalf of the faculty and staff of Oakland Early College, I present to you these candidates and certify that they have fulfilled the requirements set forth for their degrees by the statutes of this state and by the Board of Education. I now ask that you confer upon them their degrees with full rights and privileges and challenge them to embrace the responsibilities and opportunities arising therefrom.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Education and in accordance with the laws of the state of Michigan, I hereby confer upon you the degrees to which you have demonstrated your entitlement to the satisfaction of this faculty. I therefore grant you full rights and privileges and challenge you to use your learning in such a way as to bring honor to your alma mater and to the entire family of man. Congratulations.
Class of 2021, this is the big moment. Please raise your left hand and place it on your tassel, if you can find it and if the wind has not moved it. Are we ready? Now move your tassel from the right to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, it is our honor to present to you the Oakland Early College graduating class of 2021. Congratulations. Graduates, please stay standing and prepare to recess out of the stadium and take your first steps as OEC alumni. Guests, would you please rise, remain standing and in your seats until the last graduate has left the field. Graduates, as you recess out to your class song, Sweet Victory by SpongeBob and David Glenn Isley, please remember to follow the fancy people out of the stadium and go all the way back to pick up your diploma envelope from Mrs. Bellairs at the tent before you leave the grounds. This officially concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you for attending and congratulations, graduates.